So I just pulled up to one of these walk-in clinics because I want to get my shoulder checked out. It is feeling like a million times better. No pain really anymore. It's like centralized right at the top of my bicep where the bicep connects to the shoulder. The long bicep actually does extend up and connect to the shoulder, but I think it is the tendon of the rotator cuff, also called shoulder impingement or like rotator cuff tendonitis. So even though it's feeling a lot better, probably one more week till complete recovery, I want to get checked out just to find out exactly what it is so I know how to prevent it, and if it happens again, how to treat it. But I've been meaning to get it checked out. I came here 2-3 days ago. There was a 3-hour wait, so I just went home. I've been trying to schedule an appointment with the Army, but the Army doctors don't have another appointment for the next 20 days, so I gave up on that one. So I'm about to go in here and get it checked out. I have no work today. We have off because our company donated the most blood of the blood drive. But I have staff duty tonight, which means I have to go in later tonight. So I'll take you around with me today. We'll get my shoulder checked out, and I'll let you know what they say when I come out. All right, so good news and bad news. Good news, it is not my rotator cuff. It's not shoulder impingement. It's not tendonitis. It's not what I thought it was. It's really just overuse from what she said. So they just gave me a prescription for some ibuprofen, anti-inflammatory. She did some exercises and stretches with me. It wasn't anything serious, but when she touched my shoulder, she could instantly tell inflammation. She was like, holy crap, you got a bunch of inflammation there. So hopefully, this will help. I've been taking anti-inflammatory stuff, but just help out a little more. They recommended me to an orthopedic doctor just to get it checked out for sure, because I asked for a cortisone shot. They didn't want to give me that because they didn't want to put it in the joint. I don't think they were really comfortable doing that. But I can't. The bad news, I said there's bad news. I can't go to the orthopedic doctor because Army health insurance won't cover it. So, and I can't really go to a doctor on post because the appointments are so far out. Fort Hood is just so huge, and I guess they have trouble doing it, but that's what I got going. I'm going to let it rest for one more week. Her recommendation was get back in the gym and start lifting light. My course of action is going to be give it one more week completely off, doing my exercises, my stretches still, and then next week get back into it, start lifting light again. I'm still not going to do overhead presses for a while, probably not bench press for a while too, but hey, it's good news. I'm healing up. So I'm going to the gym right now, and then I'll show you some clips from that. I'm thinking about trading my truck for a car just because gas is killing me lately. I drive like 20 miles to and from work every day, so I'm kind of wondering what you guys drive that you recommend that's good on gas. It's not like a super small car. I'd say 22 plus miles per gallon. If you have something like that in that range, let me know. Because right now my truck, it's like maybe 13. I drive a 2012 Nissan Titan, and it's killing me. But a few things I want to share before going to the gym. For one, it's getting summertime, summer music. If you haven't heard of the band Rooney, Rooney, check them out. That and Good Old War. Really good, like, summer music. I've seen Rooney in concert, and they're really good. Good Old War, you can listen to that any time of the day, puts you in a good mood. For me, at least. Last thing I want to share before going to the gym. I track all my progress on YouTube, like my stats and stuff. I know some YouTubers don't, but I track everything to see how I'm doing. I estimate that I'm going to hit 10,000 subscribers probably around July 1st, maybe sooner. And for that one, I'm going to do the Rock Cheat Day Challenge. I'm really nervous for that one. I've seen a lot of people fail that. But that's what I'm going to do. And if you guys didn't know, I actually had a YouTube channel before this one. I started this one in roughly October. So this coming October will be the 1 year anniversary of YouTube for me. But before that, I put up like maybe 5-6 videos like 2 years ago, 2012 maybe. And they sucked. I was so uncomfortable on the camera and stuff. I had like 20 subscribers and I lost all motivation and deleted the videos. And then this year again, I started it up, I was like, all right, I'm going to go all out. I'm going to start this channel. And I didn't know what to expect. I was really nervous because my last one failed. This one, I'm not going to say I'm successful, but this one's doing better than my previous one. So it goes to show, if you fail once, you can always try again and succeed. I'm not saying I'm successful, but I'm in the progress of success with my YouTube channel. So I'm going to the gym. I'll show you some clips. Legs again. Legs every other day.
So this will be my last week of strictly hitting lower body. And then next week, probably next weekend, I'll start in upper body again. Already building my new program, my new split. So I'll let you guys know what that is when I start incorporating it again and training and try it out for a little bit. But I've been switching it up a little bit between legs because, as you guys know, I'm hitting legs every other day, as well as running for the Army, whether it be sprints, circuits, or a 4 to 5 mile run. So it's been a lot on my knees, so I'm not squatting every other day, obviously, just to get around some of that pain. So I've been squatting probably every 2 workouts, maybe twice a week right now, but really enjoy incorporating leg press because the hack squat also puts that pressure on my knee just because my joints are taking a lot, lifting as well as running all the time. So leg press is something I'm really enjoying that I didn't enjoy in the past, and it's definitely personal, I'd say, preference on how you set up. For me, if I keep my feet really high, and on this leg press specifically, you can decrease that bench or that seat very low, so it's just really comfortable for me that way, and I get a good workout. On this one, I worked up to 7 plates on each side, and then since I'm doing some more bodybuilding stuff lately rather than powerlifting, I started incorporating some drop sets, some supersets. So I started with 7 plates, did 7 reps, dropped to 6, 5, 4, and then just burn out 4 for as many reps as possible. And then for the end, I did extensions and curls for hamstrings, supersetting those. So I've been incorporating that kind of high volume stuff again now that I'm transitioning out of this powerlifting routine into bodybuilding. And it's just something I love doing. I always miss it, and it's getting that burn and that pump is just something I really enjoy. So something I was thinking about when I was in the gym today was relationship between time, quality, and productivity. And the best way I can describe it, not related to fitness, is say, people are talking all the time about how they're studying for all night. They pull all-nighters, or they studied 30 hours a week for a test, something like that. And then they get a bad grade. And look at the person next to them who studied maybe 3 hours that whole week and got 100%. And people try to relate time to their success, and that's completely wrong in a lot of cases. And in the Army, you always hear, for those of you that are in the Army or the military, we train to the standard, not to time. And that's probably wrong 95% of the time. But it's also like, I don't know, I hear people saying all the time they're not seeing the results, and they go to the gym 30 hours a week, 30 hours a week, and they're not seeing the results. And you got to dig deeper. You got to find out why you're not making progress, why you're not having success in something you're doing. Because just because you're putting in the time doesn't mean it's productive time. When I was in college, I pulled maybe 3 all-nighters the entire time I was in college. And every time they were very unproductive because I'd get tired, I'd lay my head down, I'd spend some time on Facebook, I'd get distracted. I didn't get that much done, and the studying I was doing wasn't quality studying. I was kind of just studying, pulling an all-nighter, so I could justify to myself that I put in the time to prepare for the test. But in reality, I should have been studying weeks ahead so I didn't have to pull that all-nighter. And it's the same in life, in the gym, really no matter what you're doing. You can't justify your success or the work you're putting in by the time you're putting in, because the time is not always the most quality and productive time. And I really hope that makes sense to you guys, but it's something that I always try to work towards because I'm not impressed when people tell me all the time they put into something. If I see the success in the work, the hard work they've actually put into it, and the quality behind it, that's what impresses me, and that's what drives me to move forward.
So I'm about to head into work for the night. Right now it's like 4 o'clock, so I'll be there till tomorrow morning. I made all my food till I get home tomorrow, so I'll show you what I got going on. Just got done planning my buddy's bachelor party in the late June time frame. I'll be in Nashville, Tennessee for 3 nights. For his bachelor party, I'll be the best man in his wedding, so really looking forward to it. But if you guys have been downtown Nashville, specifically like Broadway Street, just leave some comments below of where I should check out and what you guys recommend. But getting into these meals, so when I get to work, I'll probably, a little bit after I get there, peanut butter sandwich on whole wheat bread, 8 ounces of chicken breast, 10 ounces of red potato, barbecue sauce, honey mustard. Typical bro, keeping that pretty bro. Later tonight around midnight, I'll probably have a turkey and cheese here sandwich, white bread, mustard. It's like the same stuff I had on that Monte Cristo sandwich I made the other night, just not Monte Cristo'd out. Banana, and tomorrow morning, my go-to at work, overnight oats. This is chocolate peanut butter using some white chocolate jello mix, chocolate protein powder, that butter and peanut butter spread, and then some peanut butter chocolate chips. So that's what I got going on for my meals the next 12 hours, and I'll be home tomorrow around 10 a.m. Alright, so I just got home from work. I actually ended up locking my breakfast, my overnight oats, in a fridge last night. I guess someone came in late last night and locked it up. So this is what I ended up picking up. And this is the best part about flexible dieting and tracking your macros. You forget a meal or something, you just pick something up, and this is about $6 total. So I got this 2% milk. I drank this. It's 2 servings, about 20 grams of protein. Chocolate chip cookie dough Quest bar, one of these individual servings of Raisin Bran Crunch, and then a large coffee. So the macros for this were 20 grams of fat, 115 grams of carbs, 23 grams of fiber, and 46 grams of protein. So I wanted to get a lot of fiber in this meal because I'll probably end up having a free meal, pizza or something today. So this kind of makes it easier to hit my macros for the remaining meals. So I was going to have a cheat meal tonight, but I figured I could make it fit my macros, so that's what I'm doing. It's going to be a pizza. I don't know if it's a pizza yet, stromboli or a calzone, but it's going to be a chicken supreme pizza. I got a lot going on right now. So right now I have chicken in the crock pot, which has been in for about 3 hours. I give it another hour till it's done. Made my own dough just now, which is right here rising. So for the dough, I used 3/4 cup of whole wheat flour, 3/4 cup of enriched all-purpose flour, a little bit of honey, probably a teaspoon of honey, teaspoon of sea salt, and a teaspoon of olive oil. And then I threw in one of these Red Star Quick Rise yeast, dry yeast packs. You just throw one of these in there, mix it all up. If you have a food processor or like a food mixer or a food blender, use that. I don't have one of those, so I just powdered up my countertop, threw it on there and kneaded it for a little bit. Kneading is just throwing your palm in there and flipping it over, making it into a dough so it's not sticky anymore, and throw it in a bowl and cover it up, let it rise for, you can do it 15 to 20 minutes. I'm probably gonna let it rise for the next hour until my chicken's done. Once the chicken's done, I will assemble this pizza. Alright, so the macros for this entire pizza, 23 grams of fat, 158 grams of carbs with 19 grams of fiber, and 79 grams of protein. Makes 4 slices. 4 slices this big. That's like the size of my head. It's decent. I already had one slice. Really good. The crust comes out really crispy, and it's just like loaded with veggies and stuff. So if you, there goes part of the pizza. Well, if you have the macros to spare, this was going to be a cheat meal, but I was able to fit it just because I didn't eat that much earlier in the day. So that wraps up the video, guys. Wraps up on a good note. I will talk to you in the next one.